Okay, I did it. Yay. That was hard. I needed to be on Chrome. Yay. Okay. So, this is Suzanne Clegg, and today is Friday, September 18th. And this is the weekly distance healing that we do. As and I'm doing it over here on YouTube because last week we had twice as many viewers on YouTube as we had on Facebook. So I'm trying it again, and then getting some data and finding out the best way to connect with people. So thank you for finding your way here. If you're new to this, if you've never met me before, I specialize in energy medicine for cancer. I thought I had my book here. I put it somewhere else. Anyway, I wrote the book, There Is Another Way, Energy Medicine for Pets with Cancer. I got a funny thing up there. And most of my clients are actually humans. Actually, all my clients are humans, because even with my pets, I teach the humans how to work with energy medicine, and I teach people how to do very, very simple energy healing techniques on their friends and family members with cancer. So we're here today, and oh boy, I'm realizing I don't have the document up. Lovely. Sometimes I wonder where I go. Okay, let's see. Let me find the document. Okay, so I'm looking for the list of names that we have. There it is. Okay, got it. Found it. All right, so in a few minutes, I'm going to guide us through a visualization, and we're going to a sacred part of an imaginary woods where we're going to have access to healing and wisdom and knowledge and and some pretty amazing things have happened in this meditation that we do every week. So now that I've figured out my technology, let me sort this list so that I have everybody here. Thank you for putting up with this. I do this every week. You'd think I would get more graceful, but here I am. Here I am. I'm sort of graceful, right? With technological glitches. I mean, I'm just kind of swinging with them. So hey Jerry, welcome. Hi Joseph. Hi Greg. Hey Condell. Thank you for being here. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, I was using Safari instead of Chrome, and I guess it didn't like that. Okay, good. So now I wanted to do a little bit of teaching while people are gathering, finding us from over on Facebook. And the teaching today is the difference between what I do and psychic healing. I had a patient ask me, she was with me for many years as an acupuncture client. And I said, well, now I'm doing mostly distance healing. And she's like, isn't that psychic healing? Isn't there something bad about that? She was a very spiritual person and wants to do everything right, have her boundaries right with all that. And I said, yeah, there are some real problems with psychic healing, and that I really, really agree with. And I philosophically, I see the difference between psychic healing and what I'm doing as vertical magic versus horizontal magic. And psychic healing is the horizontal magic kind of thing. And it works. I mean, it can affect things, but usually it's the person's consciousness affecting the consciousness or the health of some other person or being or situation. And I call that horizontal magic because it's really somebody's ego bossing God around or bossing the forces of the universe around. And I find that it trips us up. Even very enlightened people, even very well-meaning people, can heal people that aren't supposed to be healed, or whatever that means, right? Or they didn't know about it, or there's just all sorts of boundary violations with this horizontal magic kind of business. And what we're going to do in the next few minutes is not that, okay? And there's safety net. There's many levels of safety nets that I have built into this format. But one is that the healing is between the healee and their maker. All right, their source, however you define that, okay? And each person defines it authentically in their own way. Like all of us die alone, all of us should live with our maker or whatever forces make us alone too. It's not about what religion our tribe thinks or whatever. It's really our own authentic relationship to source that heals us. And so to facilitate that, we do this distance healing. And the way it's working is we're not all zapping healing at the healees, because it's invasive and it just doesn't work very well. It works much, 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 much better to witness the people and the animals with cancer getting better, and to witness the caretakers who sometimes, I swear, it's a harder row for them than it is for the cancer patients. Them getting the support they need from their source. All right. And all we're doing is supporting that process, affirming that process. And the metaphor I use is that if we witness, whatever we witness grows. So we're not trying to do the healing, we're trying to witness the healing. All right. So I'm going to guide us into a visualization in just a moment. And the purpose of this visualization is not to do the healing. So you don't have to be good at the visualization. You don't have to do the visual. You can just listen. You don't actually have to be imagining the things that I'm inviting you to imagine. Although I think that that's a good way to do it. But don't feel like you're being useless if you're not a very good visualization person. It's hard for you to visualize things. Just visualize whatever you feel like, and just kind of go along with it, listening. It's sort of like you're a kid, you're listening to a story, and you hear that, kind of see the pictures. Let it be easy, let it be light. Usually, the lighter it is, the less you're trying to fix the healees, and the better it will work. And so, I would say my advice to all of us is to lighten up, to keep this easy. All right, I'm going to be doing the work because I've spent decades practicing how to not get in the way and how to keep it easy and light and still very, very, very effective. All right. And I don't expect beginners to know those nuances, but how you can help me with everybody on this list of people who have submitted their names, that the way you can help me is to just follow along in the guided visualization. And what that does is, if we're all imagine if we were all sitting in church together, we might sing a song, or just being in the same building together, there would be a bond that we would be creating. All right. So the purpose of this visualization is to create a bond. And if you're watching this now or you're watching this later, that bond will develop. Okay. So the healing is not from the visualization. The visualization is to help create the bond. And then the bond creates a witnessing or a container. And the healing is between the healer and their maker. All right. So we're off the hook. You don't have to be healer of the north. I don't either. I'll try to create a safe space for all of this. Okay, good. All right. So let's see any more comments. Yeah. All right. Well, Joseph and Greg and Jerry are here, and Candle. Anybody else here? I'd love to have you check in. I have this thing covering up. Oops, never mind. I clicked on something okay, and it doesn't go away. Anyway, it's covering up part of the chat. Ah, there you are. Thank you. Thank you for saying hi. Hi, Wyoming and Michelle. Okay, great. All right. So this for those of you who are joining and those of you who are finding us on YouTube, this group is an extension of the Spirit Gate Cancer Support Facebook group. It's a free Facebook group. And after this link, my assistant will hopefully put the link in this thing, but it's Facebook and it's called Spirit Gate Cancer Support. And in there, we gather as healers and as patients, and we discuss how to use energy medicine and energy therapies to support people and animals with cancer. And that's the place where people can, like, if you ask me a question, that's a good place to ask it, and then I can answer it. Okay, good. So Alice is here, great. And Quantum Touch Brabant is here. Yay. Okay, good. All right. I invite you to get an object in your hands. This is my object this week. It's just a little, it's a healing ceramic made by a healer that I've known for a long time. And but you can get any object that you feel might help you focus. And the idea is that when I'm holding this object in my hands, I'm also holding the healing for everybody that wants the healing. Okay. Oh, so, and those of you who might not know, in the Facebook group, there's links to put your name on a list, and I'm going to be reading from that list in a few minutes. Okay. Everybody, get your object and hold it, and feel like you're actually holding the people and the animals that have cancer and their caretakers. Anybody who puts their name on the list or who asks for healing in the Facebook group. And I guess now on YouTube, you can also type in that you would like healing. And this is open 18th. This is open through September 21st. Okay, so if you're watching this on September 22nd or afterwards, the deed has been done. You can still watch it. It'll work a little bit, but it's going to be formally closed. Okay. Energetic boundaries are super important with these things. Okay. So I'd like you to close your eyes, if that helps you visualize, and imagine that you are walking down a path in the woods. And to make it a beautiful woods in your imagination, and notice what part of the world this woods is in. Are you in a saguaro cactus forest where all the trees are 150 feet apart from each other? Are you in a dense rainforest where they're inches apart? And the path is, you practically have to machete your way through it? Are you up at top of a mountain? Like, just notice in your imagination where your path is. We're all going to be gathering in a healing place, but our way in and how it appears to each of us will be individual. So let your experience be your experience. Now, this path is going to take us to an inner sanctuary that's inside this forest. And this inner sanctuary is invisible to the casual passersby. And this place is protected, and it's a place of healing, and it protects everybody's individuality. Okay, so we're going to help each other, but we're not going to interfere with each other's processes inside this sanctuary. And I'd like you to let the path take you to a barrier, and this could look like an invisible force field, even though invisible force fields don't look like anything because they're invisible. It could look like a big rock wall, but there's a barrier between you and this inner sanctuary, and there's a gate and a gatekeeper. And just in your imagination, let it form what it looks like today. And your gatekeeper loves you and just wants you to enter into this inner sanctuary, this inner healing sanctuary, this place where you'll have access to healing in a deeper, truer way than you do elsewhere. This gatekeeper might have a message for you, maybe some advice of how to enter. And don't go in yet. I'll count to 3 in just a moment, but just talk to your gatekeeper for a bit. See if there's something some attitude or some advice that the gatekeeper has that will help this healing session work nicely for you. Okay. I'm going to count to 3, and on the count of 3, I'd like you to let the gatekeeper let you in. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now you're in, and feel like the humidity change, and it's like, oh, we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. We are in this special place. And let the path continue down to a pond. And the pond is not that big. And around the pond is a perfect circle, a path that's a perfect circle. And this path is actually a beautiful tile path. It's it's a strong foundation. It's sturdy. But the rest of this whole thing is like nature, nature, nature. So this path around the pond is sort of like artificially has like an architecture, like it looks man-made. Okay. I'd like you to stand on that. Okay. And just kind of gather in. We're all gathering in from our various paths, and feel the gathering. And we're actually greeting the people that aren't here at the same time with us at the same time. So just sense how you can kind of invite their presence here too. So whether you're watching it now and people will be joining later, or you're joining later than when this was recorded and you're sensing the people that have already been here, let's just be here now together. Okay, good. So a bunch of people just popped in. That's good. All right, let's make the circle big enough for about 100, 150 people. Good. All right, good. Some of you had to like stretch the tiles and do a little remodeling. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right. And now to, again, help with energetic boundaries, I'd like each of us to surround ourselves in a tube of light. And I'd like that light to be light because something is spinning at that speed of that color of light. Good. Good. So you can imagine just what I like to imagine is images from my future, my positive future, like relationships healed, abundance experienced, ailments fixed, healing happening, like houses lived in, I don't know, just projects, career goals, like nice things that I look forward to in life are all like these future possibilities are spinning around me. So I'm standing embraced by a very positive future, but I'm just here now. But that future is spinning around me so fast that it spins the color blue. And just notice what color yours spins. It might want to spin the same color as mine. It might want to be a little different. But be aware of each other and spin your cycle, your spinning cylinder, in a way that coordinates with everybody, because we're here as a group and we're trying to establish a resonant bond. So just, it's not that you can like tell your spinning to be a certain frequency. Just sort of notice that if you include an awareness of the group, that this spinning cylinder around you definitely keeps you separate, but in some other way it actually connects you. Good. To the others in the group. Okay, good. Now I'm going to take the names, which I'm looking at here, and I'm going to put them in the pond. And they are going to be caught by little boats. And so these are like little miniature people and animals. And again, if you want to put your name on the list, that's from the Facebook group. And I have a way of complicating everything, right? Anyway, it's my strength and my weakness. Hopefully we'll find out if YouTube is a better venue. All right, so the people and the pets are in their little boats. And now I'm going to say the names. And if your name is not on here, I'm going to say others. And all you have to do to get in the others category is to type your name somewhere in the Facebook group or at the chat of this group and say healing please or include me please. And as you saw that we're kind of time warping this thing and being many times in the present moment. We'll do that with the others category, the people that don't quite get on the names. But because it's pleasant and fun and nice to get to know the people's names, at least, or the animals that are asking for healing, I'll say the names. Let's see how many we have. Okay, good. All right. And as I say these names, just imagine whatever you imagine. You're watching them. We're standing around in the circle with the pond of water, and this water is like supporting these healing. And the healing again is between the healee and their maker. And we're just noticing it happening. We're not zapping them with healing energy. We're just noticing that the healing is there. Grace abounds. Grace is the stuff that holds the universe together, and we're just noticing it. Okay. Here comes the names. Rocky Diaz, Carla Schnitzler, Annie Vaughn, Dorothy Jane, Alice Matavosian Totillo, Chua Kim Hong, Matty Karjula, Babs Mead, Melinda Lee, Geert, Suzanne Couture, Betsy Gollum, Jacqueline DeShooter, Stephen Caracas Sonotis, Cheryl, Loes van Wiesen, Stephen Dotzler, Karen Supsky, Janet M., Deborah Huang, Kenneth Huang, Ming Huang, Muffin Top H., Franca, Carolyn Dowling, Bobby Thompson, Mia the Bunny, Myrna, Sherry Walker, Sue, Angela, Albert, Felix, Sadana, Charlie S., Sandra S., Jeff H., Tammy W., Lennon Cronengross. Now the others. These are the caretaker, and this includes the caretakers and family members of people and pets with cancer, or just people interested in healing. Good. Yeah, I like that. I love it when we include the caretakers. It's like they're holding space for the healing of the cancer. And like that, it's like the healing happens in the spaces. There we go. Some of you got that. Good. All right. Okay, so now I'm watching the pond and watching the boats that are holding them. I'm witnessing the healing that's going on. And good. And now we're going to let the pond be taken care of by the pond and its participants. You know, the healees, patients, the healing's going to carry on through Monday night. But we don't need to be actively participating it consciously. So I'm asking that the support crew inside this healing inner sanctuary assist. And the support crew is basically every healee's authentic connection to their maker. And I kind of playfully see them as fairies or deities or things like that, but really I don't assume. It's actually a very private thing, what's happening with each healee. So, but I'm inviting that these forces stay active and the group holding them. And I'm going to be holding this. I'm going to have it on my desk through Monday so that I just, from time to time during the day, I remember that it's happening with gratitude. All right, good. All right, so I like to do that. Namaste. Thank you all for helping. Now let's break away from the circle. Go back up to our gatekeepers. Maybe glance over your shoulder and wish everybody well that's doing their healing. It's really not us doing it for them, right? We're just kind of getting them started, and then it's so unconscious. There you go. And now see if your gatekeeper has a message for you. My gatekeeper tells me that we have an amazing, magnificent group of people who actually know how to own their magnificence, and in that way are profoundly humble at the same time. That paradox of really appreciating your magnificence and being humbly out of the way of source and the healing powers that happen. Okay, good. All right, that helped a couple of us. Okay, good. All right, and then on the other, let yourself out. If you haven't already gone out, walk up the path. Return to your normal waking consciousness. All righty, we did it again. So we do this every Friday if you're new. And thank you very much. Again, it's Spirit Gate Cancer Support. If I can help you personally, private message me, email me. I do somehow get my messages. Now that there's like 20 ways to get hold of somebody, I actually do get them. And um, yeah, all right, good. All right, peace, love, good happiness. Go have a great day. Bye bye.